With Andrew Tate's recent arrest, you as an Onlyfans agency owner are in risk of getting into legal trouble without doing anything wrong. Just to note that down from the beginning of the video. Now, I'm gonna tell you how to not land in jail effectively and how Tate's arrest affected the Onlyfans community as a whole. Now, let's quickly break down what happened to Andrew Tate. You have to imagine, for those of you who've been living under a rock in the last 2 years, Andrew Tate has gotten some false accusations from certain women who he never interacted with, who made up some story that he did something wrong to them. What happened next is the authorities in Romania tried shutting him down, tried finding anything in his life to convict him for. Let it be tax evasion or not paying a speeding ticket. It doesn't matter. They went through his entire life to find anything he ever did wrong just to see him in jail. Now, while you can debate whether it is right or wrong, the problem here is that with some false allegations, his entire life got ruined. This industry is very, very dangerous. You're working with intimate pictures and videos from your clients, from your creators, and a single false allegation can turn your entire life into shit. Maybe they say you forced them to work for you, which is absolutely not true. I'm just assuming you, as well as me, are a nice human being. You're treating people with respect, you're paying your taxes, you're a nice human being, but even one false allegation can lead to your entire life going to shit, and we want to prevent that from happening. So I'm gonna tell you how to not land in jail and what you have to do in order to prevent that. So obviously, don't do anything wrong, treat people with the utmost respect, be a safe and clean businessman, don't do anything wrong in terms of the law or in terms of God, in terms of whatever you respect as an authority. That's without any mention, that should be obvious. Still, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to prevent false allegations, to prevent random house searches, etc., like Tate got them. So the first point is to always use protection, to always use contracts and save evidence with the people you work with. That means if you sign a creator that you want to work with, that you want to help market, that you want to help sell PPVs on Onlyfans, use a contract, get their consent of you being able to use their content for marketing purposes, them agreeing to work with you, be consenting to working with you, you and them agreeing on a percentage split, you and them signing an NDA, so everything is kept private, so they're safe, you're safe. Never under any circumstances work without a contract. You may think because you're used to other businesses, you can just start making money and then worry about the legal side. This is like a common misconception about OnlyFans, because when you do dropshipping, it doesn't really matter. If you want to earn your first money before paying taxes, doing contracts, that's your thing, and dropshipping or agency stuff in OnlyFans is different. You don't want to risk this shit. I'm gonna come back to it later. So always use contracts and also save evidence. Because in case of false allegations, the law is always on the side of the creator. So if you have WhatsApp chats, Instagram chats of you and them being consenting adults, consenting businessmen, agreeing on a partnership, save that. Put it in a safe and just let it rest. In case, because once it happens, you're gonna have a shit ton of problems. You just wanna have the proof it was consensual, everything was legal, and you can maybe get out of the problems very, very quickly. Second of all, you wanna be extra caring and extra careful when communicating. And of course, this should be very, very obvious to just be a nice person. But what I mean essentially is in a business like that, where you as a businessman, if you're kind of like me, you're very, very focused on getting the business to the next level, thinking in terms of money, thinking in terms of revenue. So most people sometimes forget that not every person they work with is wired the same way, like motivated, hungry, disciplined. Some of the people you work with, let it be the creator, the employees, they're not wired like that. They have different goals in life. They have different things that are important for them. So always ask your creators especially, are they comfortable with the new marketing strategy that you have? Are they comfortable with creating certain content? Are they comfortable with the way things are going right now? Do they need any help? Do they need any assistance? Check in on them regularly. Again, I can't stress it enough, this should be obvious, but even if you're a nice human being, sometimes people forget that in business, because you're used to doing like dropshipping where you can just be like, yeah, do this. No, in this business you have to be careful. It's the sad reality. So make sure to do that and you're gonna be a bit more safe. And in case you haven't noticed, this basically comes down to not being a complete cunt, just being a normal human being. I have to mention it though, because in this business you can't do any mistakes. The third point, however, is a bit more serious, and this is having a solid banking setup. And before you even mention it and write it in the comments, yes, I hate banking as well as you do. It's super annoying, it's super boring, it takes a shit ton of time for literally no upside. It just has to be there. You just have to spend time and money and nerves and sleep to have it handled. But trust me, like I said in the beginning, in other businesses, you can kind of wait. You can be like, let me make my money first, money in, and then handling the taxes a bit in the future. Nah, OnlyFans mentioned, trust me, it's not worth it. Because if you want to declare taxes in like 6 months from now on, you're gonna have a shit ton of work and a shit ton of problems. Have a good lawyer to check your banking setup, a good accountant, always pay your taxes. You don't want false attention. You don't want another criminal charge that is completely without any reason, and then them finding you evaded taxes like 2 years ago and then you have trouble for it. It's not worth it. Just pay your taxes. Open up a company for you and the creator if they need your help. Help your creator open a company as well, because guess what? They are also a business. They also need to declare their taxes as a business depending on the country that you're both in. So you need to pay a lawyer to handle all this shit, because I just assume you don't know shit about taxes. Nobody does. Super complicated. Takes multiple hours per day if you want to do it correctly. So just pay someone to do it and you're safe. And last but not least, this is a little cheat code I can tell you from experience, because I've also done this wrong. Let's say you have an employee or a creator who tried to fuck you over, okay? They treated you wrong, they tried to do some shady stuff, and you just stop working with them. Trust me, always over-deliver and always pay people. Always. Even if they try to fuck you over, okay? They tried scamming you, you still owe them their last wage. Just pay it and get rid of the problem. Just pay them, trust me, because your reputation matters. This is not even a term of legal stuff or any accusations. Even in the OnlyFans community, in the business sphere, if you have a good reputation, that's gonna bring you more money than anything you do, okay? And likewise, if you have a bad reputation, nobody's gonna work with you, you're not gonna get the best information, nobody's gonna like you, you're gonna be left out. So reputation matters, and paying people the money that you owe them, even if they try to fuck you over, and even if you could just not pay them and it would be the right thing to not pay them, just do it. Essentially, you're just paying money to get rid of the problem, even though you're in the right. It's worth it. You're saving yourself a lot of headache, because some people are petty like that, okay? They wanna see you fall if you not pay them, even if they did you wrong, okay? Pay money, over-deliver, even if that means paying a bit more, losing a bit more money, okay? Might not be the most profitable thing short term, but in the long run, this is the most profitable thing you can do out of any things I mentioned in this video. So I just want to sum up again, be a nice person, treat people with respect, treat people right, don't be too greedy, and you will save yourself a lot of stuff. But essentially, do the things that I mentioned, and you're gonna save yourself maybe from seeing a jail cell from the inside. With that being said, join the free OnlyFans community with over 7,000 agency owners who can help you get rid of your problems, help you market, help you sell without any sign up or payment required. First link in the description. Besides that, wish you a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.